Remember when we did a show about no sexting?
Right.
You just sexted the universe.
Let me see it. I'm not good. What's the big deal?
And that was a clip from Donny, a new comedic series starring none other than business mogul Donny Deutsch, who is also the creative and executive producer. Joining us now to talk about the series is Donny himself. Welcome.
Hey,
Great to have you here.
Great to be here.
So in this series, you play a talk show host who off camera doesn't have much of a filter, right?
Right. Excuse me. Yeah, I play a Dr. Phil type character where I have a daytime talk show host. And on the show, I give wonderful advice to people and I sit on my pedestal. Yet off the show, I'm kind of a jerk doing all the things I'm telling people not to do. I think you saw an example of that, but it's a lot of fun.
And some of the material is drawn from your real life, correct?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of things. Having been in the media for years and observed a lot of people in the media and having run an advertising agency, there's a lot that comes into it. I have 3 assistants on the show, which I have right in real life. These 3 women who really kind of run my life, and a very powerful female executive producer. So the women kind of smack me around everywhere, which is kind of the way it works in real life.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
You like strong, powerful
women. It is,
women.
and that's actually the thesis of the show, is the women kind of rule, and I'm kind of the buffoon and the butt of most of the jokes. But it's a funny show.
That's great. And your role as a single father is also
yes,
part
which
of the show,
I have 3 daughters in real life. In the show, I have a daughter and a 9-year-old tap dancing son. So it's fun, and there's a lot of cameos. Hoda, Kathy Lee, and Mika and Joe, and Regis Philbin, and Martha Stewart, and Billy Bush, and Christy Brinkley. A lot of people come to play.
How fun.
It's a lot of fun.
And your home in the show is your actual home in real life,
yes,
correct?
that's the only thing that's real on the show. It's a scripted comedy, but we do use my home. It's a very interesting, fun home to use, and we had a lot of fun with that. And it's interesting what people are getting talking a lot about. It's the first time a business person.
Yes.
A CEO has ever become kind of like an actor, so to speak, or something. So it's a new genre. It's kind of fun, and I'm very excited.
I was going to say, were you ever approached to do a reality show, and you said, I'd rather do something?
Yeah, I would never do a reality show. But what's interesting is, as a CEO, you're a performer, and really you're performing in front of audiences, in front of your company, and you're playing a version of yourself. And just like I've done a lot of talk shows, I had a CNBC talk show, you're playing a version of yourself. So now I'm just playing another version of myself.
Have you ever taken acting lessons? Or?
No, and I'm kind of a sucky actor, so I just kind of played a more idiotic version of myself, which was not hard to do.
It's fun. So did you work very closely with the writers? Yeah,
well, I was, myself and a woman named Angie Day, we were the co-writers, and we created it and wrote it together. And what was interesting, the way we did it was we'd write a script, and then we'd call the actors in, we'd read the script once, and then we would improv and write from that. So it was constant improving, so the actors wrote it also. So it's a very kind of organic kind of thing.
It's fun. It's sort of like in workshop.
Yes.
Which is how you get a lot of humor, I think.
Yes, and it kind of pays homage to Curb Your Enthusiasm. I mean, not to compare it, because that's a brilliant show, and this one's just starting.
I'm sure it's just as
not definitely not, but, kind of that format of kind of loose, if you will, based on a real-life character in a fictional situation.
And you had a great time with it?
I feel like I'm getting to play center field for the Mets. Well, now I'm going to say center field for the Royals, but...
Oh, I know. Are you as heartbroken?
Yeah, that really sucked. That was bummed. But you know what? We had a great season, and the Royals deserve it.
We did. I'm glad to hear you're a Mets fan.
Huge.
Me too.
Huge Mets
All
fan.
right.
Yeah, go Mets.
Okay, great. Well, we're a fan of yours, and November 10th, the show premieres.
USA Network, 10:30 Eastern Time, yes.
We'll definitely check it out.
Thank you, Tanya.
Donny Deutsch, thank you so much for that.